The Desert Eagle.
Oh, Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
This thing is best described as a gun so insane only an American could design it and only an Israeli would build it. Of course, it is known for being the famous 50 caliber handgun. It fires a 50 Action Express, which is basically a really, really fat 44 with a trimmed down rim. It's also been made to fire several other rounds, although the 41 and the 440 carbon, I have never actually seen one, and I believe they're officially no longer produced. Range is out to 200 yards if you can actually aim a gun that weighs almost as much as an unloaded M4. Yeah, it's a very heavy gun. Length can be anywhere from 10.5 to 14, almost 15 inches, depending on if you're using the extended competition barrel. Magazine is fairly small, only 7 to 9 rounds compared to most handguns having in the range of 12 to 20, depending on what the handgun is. That's their standard. It's a gas-operated rotating bolt. That's probably the big thing that scares me. Most handguns just somehow harness the kick of the gun to operate them. This gun actually requires, to handle the pressure of these cartridges, a lock, a rotating lock, and a gas piston to operate that lock. That's where the weight comes in. Like by an American, Bernard C. White, in 1979. It wasn't until the Israeli military industries actually built it, several years later. There's also the so-called Baby Eagle and now a so-called Micro Eagle. The Baby Eagle is not related to this thing in any way. It is actually a gun that was already in production called the Jericho 941. The Micro Eagle is actually, I think, a 38 ACP pocket pistol. Something that is so light you don't need to throw any sort of a delay or lock mechanism in it, but they still have, for no reason. Also, the polygonal rifling is something that will be of note. I'll mention a little more on that in a minute. Oh yes, pause on this next picture. Granddaughter Bindosine. If you look closely, you'll see these are crimped blanks, but they shoot bullets when she loads them in the gun.
Yeah.
Elephant Lead, of course, one of the few handguns that can actually hit a Cyclone. And of course, if you've seen the B-movie Tremors. Working on it. Oh, you're right. As you can see, the round is pretty large. You basically just have this huge gap in your weapon when it opens, and you can see the rotating lugs. The next picture will be a little clearer. The gas piston is actually hidden down here. There is your rotating locking bolt. The thing that really scares me about this gun, the fact that it's so powerful, it needs that. Now, rifling comes in many, many forms. I mean, you've got your traditional, your tube groove, your micro groove, ratchet, true polygonal, hybrid, what I call false polygonal. Glock calls it polygonal. I think it looks more like a flower or something. My personal favorite, Lancaster oval bore, which takes more time to explain than I care to do here, and you're like your smooth bore, like your shotgun. This is basically what the Desert Eagle uses, and it doesn't damage the bullet anywhere near as much as most of these others do, so it flies better through the air once it's released from the barrel, because there's less drag on the bullet.
Hickler and Koch.
Well, let's try and get someone.
Oh, sure.
I just wanted to add one thing about the Desert Eagle. It was also featured in Minoka Magica as, what's her name? Homer's handgun, and she used in it. If anyone's seen Minoka.
Okay. Question